Hey, what's up, y'all? Marjack79 here. We are back today to talk about The Mandalorian, Chapter 13. I'm going to do kind of a review, just an overview of my thoughts. This is easily the biggest episode that has come out for the current season 2. So obviously we're going to have some major spoilers here. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to click off the video if you have not seen Chapter 13 yet. I repeat, this is going to be some major spoilers for the entire story here. So if you have not seen this episode, click off the video right now. But I do thank you for clicking on to help support the channel, though. All right, let's get started. Ahsoka Tano finally revealed in The Mandalorian. She's been teased for the past year and a half, it feels like now, man. And I tell you what, this is probably my favorite episode of The Mandalorian to date. Ahsoka Tano is easily within my top 3 favorite Star Wars characters, period. I mean, she's right up there with Vader, Luke. She's right there, man. So Rosario Dawson, I definitely have to give her credit. Her beautiful portrayal of one of my favorite characters definitely held up her end of the bargain. I was thoroughly impressed. The fight scenes, oh my God, seeing her dual white lightsabers in action again just fulfilled all of my hopes and dreams. The main antagonist of this episode, Morgan Esbar, a survivor of the Clone Wars. Her entire people was massacred. Now she's taken up root on a planet, acquired an army. She used to be like some kind of a weapons dealer of some sort. And she's moved her operations to this planet and enslaved some of the people and, kicked out the current leader, so on and so forth. She was a really good antagonist for Ahsoka Tano and The Mandalorian. Oh my goodness. I mean, I know we all love Cara Dune. I think she's still my favorite ally to the Mando, but seeing the Mando and Ahsoka Tano like team up to take on this antagonist is just my favorite moment from the entire show now. Obviously I'm going to come off a little bit biased because, like I stated, Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorite characters, but oh my God, dude. It's just so good. It's so good. This is, I know it's been stated by numerous, like actual Star Wars YouTubers and so on and so forth before, but The Mandalorian is easily the best piece of Star Wars anything we've gotten since Rogue One, in my opinion. It's alone is better than the entire sequel trilogy. I can say that with confidence now. And I would like to see, Ahsoka Tano within her own movie. I think her character is strong enough to get her own live action movie to kind of explore, I don't know, maybe like what happened to her, after the sequel trilogy, because I just have a feeling that she might still be alive, hopefully, even though she was a part of the giving Rey the encouragement to stand up to Palpatine and take him down. But I have so many questions. Okay, I think obviously I've convinced y'all that Ahsoka Tano is awesome. You probably didn't need me to convince you of that, but let's talk about the child. Major revelations for the child. But we have a name. We have a name, people. Grogu. Grogu. I like it. I really do. I like it a lot. His name is Grogu. So, and then like just those little like tidbits of him responding when the Mando started calling him Grogu. This thing, yeah. It's so good. It's so good. Just a round of applause for that. And just like finding out that he was going through Jedi training throughout the Clone Wars, but once the Jedi Order fell, he got kidnapped and and was even smart enough to suppress his Jedi powers to avoid capture. Wonderful. But I think the one thing that kind of upsets me, I understand Obi-Wan maybe never going to look for him. But what about Yoda? I mean, he was on Dagobah. Surely, I mean, he's the only other kind that we've known of in canon. Uh, you would think, yeah, all of his years in like that he would go after Grogu? Maybe? No, I guess not. I mean, I guess like the main plan was to, stay in hiding until the next chosen one made his appearance, per se, which I guess we call that Luke Skywalker, but I just don't. It just definitely introduces a little bit of you throwing a nail in the canon. Like, it makes no sense to me that Yoda would not go after Grogu if he like knew that he was alive. It's crazy. Surely, as strong as Yoda is in the Force, he could have sensed him. But I think that's the one thing we as Star Wars fans always do. We always give Yoda too much credit. I mean, of course, he was the strongest Jedi, but just I never thought he was like all knowledgeable, due to the simple matter, how could he not sense Anakin slowly but surely falling to the dark side, after the death of his mother, and him having those nightmares about his wife. If he claimed to be that strong in the Force, how can you not sense that? But that's a whole nother can of worms. Let's just focus on the Mando here. But yeah, best episode of this season by far. I cannot wait to see more. I'm hoping and praying that, we get to see more of Ahsoka Tano. Because, like, obviously, if you're watching this, surely you've seen the episode. The Mando was supposed to take Grogu to her for him to be trained. But as far as Star Wars goes, you know how this story goes. Ahsoka Tano sensed the great fear in him, and she did not want to start him on the Jedi training to take the risk of him falling to the dark side, which obviously she has supreme knowledge and experience with, being the apprentice or the Jedi Padawan of Anakin Skywalker. So I definitely understand her reasonings for not wanting to train Grogu. But she at least gave the Mando some words of wisdom and told him to go to a specific Jedi temple that it was very strong in the Force to hopefully reach another Jedi so that Grogu can be trained. But I just don't see that happening, because obviously how we don't even know about Grogu and the future of the series, because obviously you would think he would have made an appearance in the sequel trilogy. Don't forget that The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and that is before the sequel trilogy. So yeah, man, there's just so much. Oh, and of course the big reveal after Ahsoka defeats Morgan in an old school, old fashioned Japanese samurai standoff, which was absolutely brilliant. Oh my god, it was so good between her lightsabers and Morgan's Beskar staff. Oh, this just the stuff like that is what. Scenes like that is what makes you fall in love with Star Wars in the first place. That's it. That's one of those classic scenes that will get replayed over and over and over again, because it's just so good. Shout out to the actresses and the fight choreographers for that scene, because it was brilliant. It was brilliant. But man, I'm way off topic. So after Ahsoka defeats her, it is revealed that Morgan's master is Grand Admiral Thrawn, the major antagonist on Star Wars Rebels. Holy moly, dude. Holy moly. So it's just so many different storylines that they can take the Ahsoka Tano character. Of course, like the Mando is focused on Grogu finding a trainer. But man, I would really love to see like a spin-off show focusing on Ahsoka, to see her adventures, trying to take on the Grand Admiral Thrawn as well. Hopefully, surely, I would be shocked if that's not the direction that they're going to take. Yeah. It's so good, dude. It's so good. Okay. I think that's gonna do it, man. So, if I haven't convinced you that the Mandalorian and Ahsoka Tano and Grogu are all awesome, and if you're any kind of a Star Wars fan, you need to be watching this show. If I haven't convinced you of that yet, I'm not doing my job as a Star Wars fan or a YouTuber. So, okay, I think we're gonna end it there. So, as always, thanks everybody for watching. I cannot wait for chapter 14 to see this story continue. Hopefully, this was not the pinnacle of the season. Hopefully, we see Ahsoka return in another episode. I'm really hoping, but we will see. So, if you like the video, do me a favor and hit that like button. You can follow me at youtube.com/markjackson79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.